What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Tuesday, July 5th, 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, fixed air moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. If you saw that I went live a little bit ago on July 4th, I had to restart my computer. It was not trying to push a live stream right now. It was having some issues, but we're good now. We're good. So, hope everybody's doing well. If you're catching this live on the 4th, happy 4th of July. I'm doing this a little early because I want to go enjoy my evening on this holiday, and I still want to get a horoscope out for you all like I do every day. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy 4th. If you want to take my class, it is the Beginner to Reader Astrology course. Already started, but class 2 will be on Friday. Looking forward to getting into that. We saturated the planets last week. And we are going to go in and start with Pluto, but then we're going to go into these archetypes. And from there, we're going to be able to lay out the houses, what the planets do in the signs. A lot to cover on this week, too. It's probably going to be a long one, so looking forward to that. All right. Happy 4th, everybody. Happy 5th if you're catching this on the 5th also. Hope you had a great holiday weekend and holiday. All right, well, we got that sun at 13 degrees. It's getting ready to come to 14 degrees. That's that 4 energy overall, and then coming into 5. Even like last night for the 4th, like definitely high energy, high frequency, high emotional, energy out there with Cancer, feeling kind of everything and realizing we have to really like pay attention and shine a light on our emotions right now. And see where they're taking us, in our reality, in this physical world with the moon in Virgo, trying to dial things in. That moon is going to oppose Neptune today. And I think this is, definitely good for getting our, it's definitely high emotion, high sensitivity, especially in Cancer season. But it's realizing that we can do real things to make change in our life. And we can also really, I don't know, it's almost like we're waking up to a dream or we're going deeper into a dream. How do we make the dream real without just getting lost in the imagination of what can be or these delusions in life, but like finding a middle ground between those sensitive feelings, what you're channeling, what the universe is showing to you, those synchronicities in life, and then, not going too far away or escaping in life right now, but getting back to how you can organize these feelings and get things dialed up and make the changes necessary. We're seeing Venus at 15 degrees starting to make that sextile to Chiron as the sun's going to come to 14 and be 2 degrees away from a square to Chiron. There's a lot of that Chiron energy right now. There's a lot of I think vulnerabilities that we're having to work through right now that we're probably feeling emotionally or seeing in our personal life, and they're matching up with our identity, or are they matching up with our identity? So there's a lot of this like check on who and what you're doing, like who you are, what you're doing, where you're going, and having to figure out things with people right now, having to have conversations, understand where people are at in your life and connections and friends and groups. The moon's also going to quincunx that Saturn as well in Aquarius. And of course, the big news today is the ingress that we had last night on the 4th with Mercury coming into Cancer and Mars coming into Gemini. Mars coming into Taurus, where Mars is really slow in Taurus. And Mercury's even slows down a little bit in Cancer out of that quick, fast-paced thinking. So this is good. I think it gets our mind back to our personal life and what makes us feel good and comfortable, having conversations about those deeper, wants and needs or vulnerabilities in life. It's also sharing reception with the moon, so they're getting a nice boost with each other too. If you look at the essential dignity scores, the moon gets bumped to +5 here. And Mercury gets bumped to +5 too because they're in that reception. And of course, the sun sharing exaltation reception with Jupiter. So there is still, of course, that boost that's going on as well. And Mars, -10, Mars is not happy here in detriment position in Taurus, but it is having us slow down and actually pay attention to our values in life and, really getting back to how things feel and the sensual aspect of life. Not only is Mars slow in Taurus, but Mars is actually really starting to slow down. It's been going about 45 minutes of geometry a day. Mars is going to retrograde October 25th. Actually, that might be the eclipse. It might be October 30th, but late October in the fall, Mars is going to retrograde. So we're already starting to see this like warrior in us, this energy. Mars takes the longest to go retrograde. It retrogrades every 2 years. Everything else, Venus is the next one at 18 months, and everything else retrogrades, Mercury 3 times a year, and Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, Pluto, Uranus, they all, retrograde every year. Mars does not like to stop, doesn't like to slow down. So there is like a little bit of uncomfortable energy with like things that we've been trying to move forward with. So hopefully we got, ourself locked down enough about what we want to go after right now, so that we're not feeling like everything's just slowing down and, we can't do anything about it. This is definitely a time to focus on your physical life and what you're doing. Money, we're going to see a lot go down with Mars in Taurus. Of course, it's going to meet with the North Node and Uranus by the end of this month at 18 degrees. It's going to square Saturn in August. So there's a lot going on here with Mars, and we're really going to have to slow down and understand ourselves on a deeper, more physical level, and especially getting into money aspects in life, what this physical world is doing, and how we can adapt to the changes that need to be made. And I think that today we're starting to feel that, but realize it's sensitive, and we're kind of like going into this future place that we're not really sure. We've never seen this North Node Uranus meet in Taurus. We've never seen it with, squares to Saturn in Aquarius. It's just a very Uranian time. It's no wonder that, there's like timelines merging and different things are all coming to this moment now, and we just can't be afraid. Chiron's in Aries. We cannot be wounded right now. We really want to be strong. If you're strong and able to like physically get things in order, you're going to feel so much better and so much more secure. And I think a lot of this right now is like, how do you understand that you're whole within yourself, that you can create and manifest life, that you can have relationships that are on a similar energy, but knowing that, you have to be willing to, only go after the best things. Like that's one thing with Mars and Taurus. It might be slow, but it's slow because it's grazing around the pastures for the best, and it's not going to identify with less than. So it's more energy of this Taurus energy where we've had a solar eclipse and where we're going to get a lunar eclipse in the fall too. Really going after that North Node and letting go of things that are dying, realizing that, timelines are converging. There's just certain things that are done, and we don't want to get lost in some crazy nostalgia and go into chaotic mode here. We definitely want to be particular. And as we finish off the day, that moon will come into Libra, and it will make a nice square over to Mercury, a real nice square over to Mercury. But it's just that moment. Like, we need to be emotionally vulnerable with the relationships that we're in. There can be a lot of healing in conversation if we're being honest and expressing what we're really trying to do right now and how we're trying to relate to this world, how we're trying to relate to others, so that we can, bring things into beauty, harmony, and balance as best we can for what is of value for, really finding your confidence right now to keep things together in a world where it's hard to even do that or figure these things out. And, I'll be honest, Mars coming into Taurus, I just think we have some really big issues coming with money in the world and finance. And, we're already, of course, in a high inflation time across the world and in the United States. And Pluto's getting ready to make that exact return for the United States. So, it's revolutionary times. We don't know what that necessarily means, but I think that it's where, you want to build a system in your life that fits with your highest value and really commit to that, while not committing to anything that really isn't of that, but finding that alignment and balance with the right people that are on a similar emotional journey as you into this world. And finding comfort in that, and even comfort in the unknown. So much Uranian stuff with that Uranus North Node that's happening. It's just very, we don't know. You can't predict Uranus energy. It's going to be the last things that we thought of in life. So being prepared and stable for who knows what, and being okay with the fact that we don't know can go a long way too. Because if we attach to what we think is going to happen or what we think we know, well, We might not know. And I wish I could say different. I wish I could say I know. I wish I could give you the right recipe. But I think the writing's on the wall for a lot of change. We just got to be cool with that, you know? Is there anybody in the chat? A couple people in the chat. What up, Amanda? What up, Joey G? Oh, watching at the park with some others? Right on. Hope you guys are doing outstanding. I got some light on my face from that window. Appreciate you all. Let's see what the tarot is for this Tuesday. Tuesday is a Mars day, of course, and Mars just ingress, so definitely a big shift of energy with Mercury and Mars changing at the, within an hour of each other. Seems like we've been getting a lot of that lately, like big energy happening right after another. Even Neptune stationing right, into a new moon in Cancer. It's just a very emotional time right now, and some people do well with emotion, and some people have to really ride the tsunami that is the emotional wave. Slow down and understand what you're feeling before you just commit to something right now. Like really, pay attention to that. Pay attention to how you're feeling, and don't, settle for less would be my advice. All right. What are the cards? Nine of Cups upright. That's nice. This is definitely, all the good feelings we can, have. This is like really, I think, realizing how much of a magician we can be in a lot of ways when it does come to our emotions. And if we can feel those, we can really find what's going to make us happier in life. We can find what's going to make us feel more love in life. I think our emotions have all the goods for us right now. And, it's got lots of stuff. Credit card in hand, shoes, purses. I do think that it is, important right now just for your universal credit score, for you to really feel like what it is you want and what's the best. And, go for that. Like swipe that universal credit if you know exactly what you want. If you don't know, I think we should figure that out more. Why'd we get that? Death card reversed. Maybe we're, trying to go back into what we thought was that sort of, moment, or that, feeling of this like really good stuff in life, but maybe that doesn't exist. Maybe that's dying, and it's like looking at the beauty in the unknown and using your feelings to run that credit on something that you want. Maybe it's not the stuff that you had in mind. Maybe it's something new. I feel like that death reversed is saying don't go backwards into the known, like embrace what's on the other side. And I can't tell you what that is, but I think you can feel it in your own life what that might be. And then the Empress reversed too. We pulled the Empress yesterday, but this one's reversed. I think we really have to strive to find security within ourselves and that really like self-nurturing energy. See how things go. Like it is the day that CERN gets turned on. Like there's a lot of, emotion out there right now. There's a lot of intense energy and a lot of shifting of energy too. Don't lose track of what's going to bring you, emotional stability right now. Even if you don't know what's to come, embrace what could be. And I think intuitively, emotionally, you know what that is. Have those conversations. Dial that in. Don't get lost. And once one overall card, 7 of Wands, upright. Taking that higher ground, really putting your energy and effort into a high timeline. There's like balloons up there. There's some spaceships on a swing. Make sure that you're swinging yourself higher right now and putting your energy into that. Don't go backwards into negativity. This is definitely not a time to lose yourself. This is like, have the courage to go higher. And I think that you'll do very, very, very well. I appreciate you all. I love you. I hope you have a great 5th. Happy Tuesday. And I'll see you all tomorrow on Wednesday. Much love. Peace.